USC gets set here, 1st and 10. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
Teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll be down at the 30. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He will not be throwing to start out as they begin on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard.
But sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to take off with it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
To throw is Thomas on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, USC. As a former DB, you might not like to see that from a wide receiver's perspective. Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown on is the kick team to send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
9-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he stopped immediately there.
Jackson Henry.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right at the line.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet to no gain.
He is tackled inside, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Clemson now with a 1st and 10.
The 37-yard line.
From the gun, Cooper. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
4 yards.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Cooper on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Intercepted.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They're on the 3-yard line.
And the drive begins here with Sims. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, that's what I'm talking about. Ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The line of scrimmage.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Makes it
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Thomas. Buying time to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
their own 20-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together Charles a nice sustain. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Fights forward for only about a yard after the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Down and 9.
Cooper to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Cooper's pass. Intended.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The SC offense about set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It leads to second.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Eluding the pressure right. Man, and he hits him in stride. Get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
The ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Clay that time, and it's 3rd and short.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And they corral him just a couple of yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down. That sets up a first and goal. The Trojans come up now first and goal. Operating from the gun, Thomas. That's caught. Touchdown, USC. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Trojans add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Again, and he can't escape, and down he goes.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They're already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
45-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distribute.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, USC.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they got a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tigers, nothing.
So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Takes over first and 10.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And right side, Henry's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Cooper, his throw incomplete.
Intended for number 3.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Cooper now from the gun on third down. Walker with a grab left side. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 16 seconds to go in this first half of action. First and 10 now for Clemson. From the gun, Cooper. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Cooper. Throw left side complete. It's Simpson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Operating from the gun. Cooper. Pressure comes and Trojans getting nothing but production from their quarterback. They have a big lead here at intermission.
Tigers nothing.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Cooper looking middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to throw is Cooper. Gonna throw again. Complete. The tight end Rivera. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there. First down.
1st and 10.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cooper. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try to hold that score, at least where it is.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Thomas throwing on first down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A first down carry here for Charles. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he's got some space here. And he is in for a USC touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Trojans add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always said about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Fine.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going. Out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jewell. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
3rd and 7.
From the gun, Cooper. Locates Walker, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35.
3 quarters have come and gone. Back now here on EA Sports.
With the
A
score.
lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And he was plus 5 seconds there with a football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right, in our backyards, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, that ball better be gone because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Simpson.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36.
No, this defensive pressure's been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Clayton.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Thomas looking to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of 35. Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run from the gun with Charles. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys continue to pour it on. What a game that he has had throwing the football. Now 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. I'll tell you what, he's going to be filling up your center line tonight. So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
42-yard line.
Here's Cooper on 1st and 10. Throwing over it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And this offense on third down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The SC offense about set to take over here. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd and 7, Thomas. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, USC. This is really something for a guy who's been rotated in and out of this offense. Heck, the last 2 games being his only back-to-back starts, he has come through with 5 touchdown strikes in this semifinal. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The fake extra point.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to... Make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up.
Here's Cooper. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten from the word go.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Is a turnover on downs.
Now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This from 44 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this this game's over.
So on the strength of 5 touchdown passes from their junior quarterback, the USC Trojans are moving on to play for a national title.